Watches have been in the company of some of mankind's greatest flight achievements, withstanding harsh environments, extreme temperatures, and even water pressures beyond belief. It goes without saying, one cannot be without the other. Like money without labor, beginnings without endings, appreciation without education. And so, if we think for example, the famous moon landing in 1969, a Speedmaster was worn. Before then was the first stopwatch, worn in space by John Glenn in 1962. Hans Wilsdorf creating the screw-lock crown, making the Rolex Oyster, the first water-resistant watch in 1926. But before all of these travel achievements came along, a watch developed by Louis Cartier for his friend, Brazilian aviator Alberto Santos Dumont, the first aviator's watch in 1904, the Cartier Santos. The extra large model is 43.3 millimeters and has a thickness of 12.5 millimeters. Sports the 1904 caliber and is water resistant to 100 meters. Among the other Cartier families is the Santos, a luxury sports watch with a distinct design and significance to the conception of such an emblematic look. The case was conceived to be robust for everyday wear. The screws that secured the crystal were intended to recall the legs of the Eiffel Tower, and the black and Roman numerals suggest the radial layout of the streets and boulevards of Paris, with a secret Cartier signature at the V of 7 o'clock. While it's like tradition for Cartier to apply blue steel hands on most of their watches, that's not the case for the Cartier Santos Chronograph, as all the sword-shaped hands are black, which blends with the Roman numerals. But what really stands out, at first glance, are the decorative details on the dial, providing excellent contrast despite its monochromatic-ish silver satin dial, as the textures alone divide the zones, making legibility effortless. The hour, minutes, and seconds register have a circular grain applied to the sunken subdials. Straight vertical lines on the inner dial catches the light differently, and a lisserette pattern on the hours chapter exhibits a play of light effects that balances evenly with a satin-brushed ADLC bezel. ADLC, it's an acronym for amorphous diamond-like coating, which is a layered plating of diamond crystal mixed with carbon atoms, increasing the resistance to scratches, and that's applied onto the bezel. Each of the hands and 5-minute markers have a luminescent coating, which in the dark, a green emission can be seen. Within the 43.3mm case ticks Cartier's in-house 1904 CH manufacture caliber, a self-winding movement with an unusual kind of chronograph. You see, the start-stop pusher is on the left-hand side, and the reset pusher is integrated into the crown itself. The result is technically interesting, and it balances the case evenly. Lastly, this attractive rubber strap has an integrated Santos aesthetic. The grooves and screws flow seamlessly to the bolted bezel, and comes with a deployment buckle, inspired by Louis Cartier's 1909, which was the world's first ever for a wristwatch. The Santos has its own distinctive style, while holding many of the traditional elements of Cartier. The first aviator's wristwatch, crafted from the ground up, and has lifted off the ground with a technically innovative mechanical twist that watch lovers will appreciate.